you're talking about marriage, in fact, relationships in general, if it's going to be successful, then it has to be based on truth, honesty, and openness, right? Look, it's a tough world out there, so we expect that when we get home, in our most intimate relationships, we can relax and we don't have to watch our backs with those who should protect us rather than hurt us. Now, Elizabeth and Matt say their marriage is anything but a soft place to fall and anything but truthful and honest. Elizabeth says that Matt is a pathological liar and a con man, and that he has false claims, among other things, that he has cancer. Now, Matt says Elizabeth is a crazy one and goes so far as to accuse her of molesting her 12-year-old son. Are they both liars? Are they both sick and exploitive? Or is somebody here telling the truth? You're going to get a chance to decide. Take a look.
I married a con artist. I don't even know what the truth is with him. All I got was lies after lies, stories after stories.
Elizabeth needs help. Elizabeth is a sociopath. No guilt, no remorse. She is a pathological liar. There's no question in my mind.
Matthew and I met 3 years ago on the internet. Matthew told me he was a doctor. He claimed that he had millions of dollars.
Elizabeth told me she was a marine biologist, and then she told me she was a phone sex operator. This was all false.
He told me he was dying of cancer. That's how my husband conned me into marrying him. He was very persistent.
That is so false. Elizabeth was eager to be with me because I was financially well-to-do.
My husband said that he would pay my bills and take care of my son and I. He said that he owned a multi-million-dollar home in Florida, an SL Mercedes. None of that was true. Every time we would take trips to Florida, we never seemed to see the house because the keys were lost. He said that he misplaced them. We were living out of my car, sleeping at rest stops. There was no money, nothing existed.
Elizabeth believes what she wants to believe. I don't think my wife knows the difference between lies and the truth.
Matthew told me he was a cardiothoracic surgeon, but I never saw a paycheck. I would question him, may I see your diploma? And he got real defensive when I questioned the cancer. He says that it's such a touchy subject. I don't want to talk about it. I'm too ill. The drinking was daily. I just thought that he's drinking to cope with the cancer.
Elizabeth will say I have an alcohol problem. That's her excuse. That's absolutely false.
He would take prescription pills like Vicodins and mix those two together. He would call me Mexican, constantly yell at me, you're a bitch. When I became his wife, I was the fat-ass wife. He was jealous of my son.
Elizabeth treats Alexander more like a husband than a son. They have slept together nude. There's definitely, in my opinion, molestation.
Matthew was so controlling. At 10 o'clock, we always had to have sex. After 3 years of marriage, we have 2 daughters now, living in a bedroom at my parents' home. I filed for divorce now. Matthew's living with a couple and still betraying that he's a doctor. He's conning this family, promising them millions of dollars and custody of our 2 daughters. There's no millions of dollars. My husband's not a doctor.
I graduated from the University of Michigan Medical School in 1996. I love her, but I think she's very unstable. That concerns me, and I want to get help for her.
I thought that he loved me, and what frightens me the most is the false allegations. I may lose my children because of that, and I'm a good mother.
Okay, you two have serious accusations towards one another. You agree that they're serious, right?
Yes, sir.
And you have 2 children together.
Yes, sir.
You believe she's been sexually inappropriate with her teenage son.
Yes, sir.
How can you sit there and say that? If I molested my son, then why did you make me the mother of your 2 children? Why? Speechless, huh? Because everything that comes out of that mouth is a lie.
You don't think it's a lie at all, do you? I mean, you believe she's been inappropriate.
Absolutely.
Okay, so when we were living out of my car and we were going city to city, state to state, you never allowed Alexander and I to be alone together. We were constantly, when we slept at motels, when you were ready to sleep in a motel and not in the car, you had to sleep in the middle of us, holding our hands.
Is that because you were concerned about what she might do?
Absolutely.
Wow.
You guys met on the internet, right?
Yes.
sir.
Did she lie to you from the beginning?
Yes, sir.
What did she say to you?
You were a marine biologist, a phone sex operator.
No,
You
no,
were
no.
in a relation. May I talk? In a relationship with a woman
No.
who had the same vehicle that I had.
No.
That's not true.
No. Okay, I did lie that I was a marine biologist. I did lie about that, but he knew
Why did you
within
do
a
that?
week somebody to notice me. But within a week or two, us speaking to one another, he asked me, and I told him the truth. I told him, I said, yes, I did lie. You kept questioning me, are you really one? Are you really one? And I said, you know what, Matthew, I'm truly sorry, I did lie. And you forgave me for that.
Yes, I did.
All right, so you admit you lied up front to him.
Yes, I did. And within a week or two when we were talking on the phone, because we were talking every day and every night, I told him the truth. I wasn't.
And how long did y'all know each other before you got married?
About 3.5 weeks.
No,
About 3.5.
no, 3.5 months.
The whole point here is we want to get down to the truth here because there are children involved,
Yes.
right? I
Yes.
mean, there are children involved. So we want to get down to the truth here. Do you intend to be honest with the questions that I ask you today?
Yes.
All right. Do you intend to be honest with the questions I
Absolutely.
ask you today?
Matthew is very controlling. I wasn't allowed to leave his sight. I couldn't take a shower by myself. He would take a shower with me. I was never allowed to be alone with my son. My husband would tell me when to eat and what shows I was allowed to watch. When it was time to have sex, I had sex.
Elizabeth never feels any guilt. She believes what she wants to believe.
Okay, I'm back with Matthew and Elizabeth. Now, right now, they are not living together. There are accusations going both ways. Elizabeth says that Matt is a pathological liar, a con man, an alcoholic, a pill popper. They told Elizabeth he had a liver tumor, and he did that to get her to marry him. Matt says that is absolutely not true, that she is a liar and a sociopath and has molested her 12-year-old son. Now, I've been asking Elizabeth questions, and she has told lies in this relationship, and she has admitted that. Now, I have some questions for you.
Sure.
First off, have you been drinking today?
No.
You haven't had anything to drink today?
No.
Because you kind of smelled like it when I met you.
Wow, I'm surprised. No.
Yeah, maybe it's your cologne.
I don't
wanna-
like to be insulted, Dr. Phil. Okay.
Might want to change cologne. No, I'm telling you, it may be your cologne. You said you graduated from Michigan Medical School in 1996.
Correct.
And you did your residency in internal medicine at St. Joseph's Hospital
University of Michigan and St. Joseph
in
Hospital.
St. Joseph's. Okay. I assume you knew Giles Voyle.
Of course.
And who is he?
Internal medicine. Head of internal medicine.
Well, actually, he's not. He was the dean of the medical school.
I disagree with that.
The University of Michigan has it wrong then because they have him as the
See,
dean
if
of the
I'm going to
medical
be laughed
school.
at, then I don't belong here.
Let me tell you something. I always treat people with dignity and respect, and I expect nothing less back from you. Okay, so I expect if I ask you a question, you at least tell me the truth.
Okay.
Now, we've talked to the University of Michigan. We've talked to University of Michigan Medical School. We've talked to St. Joseph's, and there is absolutely no record of you ever attending that medical school, of you ever graduating from that medical school, or you ever doing residency at St. Joseph's. You hold no medical license
No, I do not
anywhere
know.
in the world.
No, I do not know.
So why do you say you graduated from that medical school
did.
but you know you didn't?
But that's not true.
How did they miss you? I mean, seriously, how did they miss you? You were there for
Well, I'm
4
glad
years.
this is humorous, and I'm glad this is an entertaining show, and this is enjoyable.
That doesn't answer the question.
Sure.
I have no control over what these people say or do.
Okay.
And don't you insult me by suggesting that this is all about entertainment. I'm here in the interest of your daughters.
Okay, well, I appreciate that.
I'm here in the interest of your daughters. And if you care about those daughters, then you'll stop this manipulative crap and talk to me man to man. Did you graduate from medical
Yes,
school?
I did.
Why do they not have a record of it?
I did not want my wife doing anything to destroy me. It's very easy. A Medicaid billing number, DEA number, it's very easy to find something out.
Are you saying that you gave her the wrong medical school because you don't want her having the ability?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you did go to medical school, but not Michigan.
Correct.
Where did you go to medical school?
I'm not going to reveal that in front of my wife. I'm sorry.
Okay,
That's not
so
what I'm here
here
for.
you always, when we were on the internet and talking, and you made me always tell the truth with everything, and I did. I did tell you the truth. Okay, yes, I threw in the phone sex operator thing because you kept throwing your ex-girlfriend in my face because she was a stripper and she was a size 2 and she was a double D. And when you're getting compared to that, that's disrespectful. And I wanted you to feel my pain, so I made something up. And I lied, and you know that.
All right, hold on. The next question I've got is obviously very serious. And I hope the answer is no. I mean, I hope and pray the answer is no. But do you have cancer?
I have
I mean,
pancreatic cancer.
as the
yes,
mother, as the father of these daughters, I think the mother's entitled to know the truth about
My
this.
attorney
because
advised me that can go
depends
against
on what's
me for
going to happen.
custody. My attorney advised me, and you can put him on the phone. I have to play that down because I can hurt my case, and he is available for you on the phone.
Because you have
24/7.
promised a family that is sitting here today, you are promising them our children, because I'm sorry about the family that they lost a son a year ago, but how can you promise our 2 little girls, our daughters that we have together, Matthew? How can you promise this family? Our daughters when you die, when you're not dying.
Let me ask you a question in
You
front of
know I'm a
Dr.
good
Phil.
mom.
Outside of the courthouse, you said I can
Yes.
see my girls anytime. We went upstairs.
I told you,
the
you
district
can
attorney-
see the girls anytime, Matthew, as long as you don't drink.
The district attorney offered you $600 more a month child support.
Lie.
Under the condition.
False.
You said you would accept the money. I asked to see my children for 2 hours with you there. And one day during Thanksgiving, you denied it. District attorney and my attorney on that phone will verify that. Please.
Matthew has convinced Randy and Rhonda, who he's living with, that his father has died and his mother has dementia, and that our children lived in a very dangerous environment, and that my father was in the Mexican mafia. Matthew is lying to the family just like all the lies that he's told me.
All right, Randy and Rhonda are a married couple that basically took Matt in, and they believe that they are caring for him through what may be the last phase of his life, in that he has cancer. Let's take a look.
Matt's a mixture between a brother and a son.
Just love them. And when you love someone, you just do whatever you can to help them. I met Matt a year ago.
He talked to Rhonda a lot about the death of our son. We got to know Matt as we were going through the process of grieving.
About 4 months ago, Matt told us about Elizabeth leaving him, and he was pretty heartbroken.
He wasn't eating, so we brought him in and tried to nurse him back to health.
We were like, come to our house and be a part of our family, and we'll help you through this. Elizabeth is alleging that Matt and I are having an affair, using drugs. She's come up with some really crazy things, and she's very unstable.
Being in Elizabeth's house, the kids may be in danger of child abuse.
I would like to get the kids out of the house and make sure that they're safe.
I feel like the children do belong with Matthew.
We did have an empty space losing my son. And Matt came in, and we all accepted him and loved him, and it hurts us when he's being hurt. I don't want to see him hurt anymore.
Do you call them Mom and Dad?
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
I'm sorry. This is...
Okay. Randy, Rhonda, you've been listening to what's going on here. How do you feel about this process?
It's tough to hear all these things that are going on. We were just trying to help Matthew, when we first met him.
Do you feel like he's been honest with you?
We didn't have any other reason why not to.
Did you lose your dad 3 weeks ago?
That I will not discuss.
Did he tell you he lost his
Mother
dad
asked me not to discuss
3 weeks
that.
ago?
That's what we heard.
Did
Okay.
you attend a funeral?
We didn't go.
Because it didn't
Far
exist.
away.
That is something my mother asked me not to discuss, and she's going to go by her middle name, Lee, when you put her on the phone.
Yeah. Lee, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Lee, did you lose your husband 3 weeks ago to death?
No, I didn't. He is alive and well.
Okay. Randy and Rhonda, he told you that he passed away 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, and there was a funeral and everything. We just didn't go.
Why did you tell him that he
Who
died?
told me that?
Pardon me?
Who told me that, Mom?
I don't know, Matt. I don't know.
To your knowledge, is your son a physician?
He's not a physician. He attended college, to my knowledge.
So he did not go to medical school, to your knowledge?
To my knowledge, he did not go.
Wayne State Medical School is where I attended, and I've told people that.
Did he tell you that he was worth millions of dollars
Yeah, he said that before. Yeah.
and that you would inherit that when he dies?
We drew the will up, but the will was for what his wishes were.
Is that true? Are you worth millions of
You know
dollars?
what? I don't have to admit that. My attorney, you put my attorney on the phone, I do not have to admit that.
Well, you don't have to admit anything. I'm just asking you.
I cannot answer that question.
Yeah. Did you file for bankruptcy in 2004?
No, I did not. Well, yes, I did. I take that back.
The records show that you filed for bankruptcy and
And
you
I
showed
eliminated that. I eliminated that.
You showed a net worth of $3,800 and bills of $49,000.
That's not true.
Well, okay. Were y'all aware of that?
No, I wouldn't.
I'm just
know that.
asking you the truth. I mean, don't you want to know the truth, right?
That's why we're here.
It's obvious to me, Dr. Phil, you're on my wife's side, and that's okay. That's okay.
He's not on anybody's
It's
side,
okay.
Matthew.
I expected this.
There's your side, there's your wife's side, and there's the children's side. And make no mistake, I'm on the children's side. And if you care about them as their father, you would support me in doing that. I am asking questions on their behalf. I'm asking questions to get to the truth,
Have
Matthew.
you read the allegations from my mother and myself against this woman?
Yes, I have.
Okay, what's more important? You want to bring up my financial, my education. Okay, I know what I am. I'm not as wealthy as you. Okay?
What?
Makes for a good show, doesn't it?
What I'm trying to do,
You're a father, correct?
I am a father, yes.
You read those allegations. What would you do, sir?
I would be very, very concerned, but I don't think I would respond by creating a fantasy life, and I'm very concerned that you are exploiting these people if you're not telling them the truth. If you're telling them the truth and they say they care about you and want to support you, then God bless you for doing that, and I'm glad that you have these friends and supporters. But if you're misleading them, if you're giving them false information, then you owe them the truth. You owe her the truth.
I don't owe her anything. I owe her nothing.
Why? Why would you not owe the mother of
She's
your
very
children
deceptive.
anything?
Because she's deceptive. It is very difficult to tell if my wife is telling me the truth or lying to me. I'm glad we're doing a lie detector.
I don't even know what the truth is with him. All I got was lies after lies, stories after stories.
I'm really seeing this in black and white and thinking about this. I'm going to put the woman in jail is what I'm going to do.
There are serious allegations from both. Elizabeth had admitted that she lied to Matt in the beginning of the relationship, said she was a marine biologist and then subsequently a phone sex operator. Her husband, Matt, says that she has been sexually inappropriate with her 12-year-old son and that he is very concerned about that. In an effort to try to get to the bottom of these things, we asked them if they would take a lie detector test, which they both agreed to. Take a look.
Elizabeth?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Jack Tremarco. Welcome to Beverly Hills.
Hi, nice to
And
meet
I'm
you.
going to be administering your polygraph test today.
Okay.
I want to prove that I am a good mother and I do not neglect my children or molest my son.
I am ready to take this test.
What I'd like to do is define the term touching for sexual purposes, and that term to me means the sexual excitement or sexual gratification of the person who's doing the touching, or the perceived sexual excitement or sexual gratification for the person receiving the touching. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever touched your son for sexual purposes?
No.
Since your marriage to Matt, have you ever touched your son for sexual purposes?
No.
Are you sure that I won't try to trick you on this test?
Yes.
Congratulations, you just had your first polygraph test.
I feel that the test went really well. I'm here to speak the truth. I hope that's what my results show.
I will guarantee this test will prove that I'm telling the truth and why my daughters need to be with me and not their mother. But just start, and if there's something I don't want to answer, I will just tell you.
Have you ever been diagnosed with a life-threatening condition?
That I will not answer. Could I test you on something when you ask me what my name is, and if I say that's false, would you let me see the reading and see that it's false?
No.
I hope a lot of your questions are about my wife, the way she's treated me, treated her son.
Actually, the questions are about you.
Why am I nervous about this when I'm telling the truth? Is that normal?
Yes. And of course, this measures the sweat gland activity. Okay, Matthew, I'm ready when you are.
I'm ready.
Feet flat on the floor, please. Try not to move. Are you sometimes known as doctor?
Yes.
Are you sure that I won't try to trick you on this test?
Yes.
Did you ever see Elizabeth touch her son for sexual purposes?
Yes, I did.
Answer is simple yes.
Yes.
Since your marriage to her, have you ever seen Elizabeth molest her son?
Yes.
That'll conclude the test. We'll get these charts faxed off to San Francisco tonight. They'll get scored, and then Dr. Phil will have the results in the morning.
There were no questions I was uncomfortable with.
Matt was easily agitated. He just really didn't want to be here, like a cat on a hot tin roof. He never relaxed, he never let down his guard.
I definitely feel relieved to have it over.
Okay. Let's just get right to it. Elizabeth, the first question you were asked on the polygraph was, have you ever touched your son for sexual purposes? You said no, and the result is that there was no deception in that answer, that is a truthful answer. The second question is, have you ever touched your son for sexual purposes since your marriage to Matthew? You said no, and there was no deception in that answer either. Matt, you were asked question number one, did you ever see Elizabeth touch your son for sexual purposes? You said yes, and the result is that was deceitful. That is not a truthful response. Second question, since your marriage to her, have you ever seen Elizabeth molest her son? You said yes, and the result is that was a deceptive response, that was not truthful. You were asked if you've ever been diagnosed with a life-threatening condition. You said you would not answer because your lawyer told you it would hurt your custody case. I just want to ask you, this says that you were deceitful when you said that you had seen her do these things. What do you say?
That's absolutely false.
This is Jack Tremarco. Jack is a former FBI agent and polygraph examiner.
Credentials, sure.
And he was former head of the FBI polygraph unit. You've given almost 3,000 polygraphs, Jack, is that
Almost
right?
3,000, Doctor.
Almost 3,000 polygraphs. Do you have confidence in these results for both of these, or do you not?
I have absolute confidence in both results.
I'm here with Elizabeth and Matt. They just went to court for the first time. to deal with the custody of their two precious young daughters. An argument ensues outside the courthouse, and Elizabeth confronts Matthew about Rhonda, who actually is present on the scene.
My husband and I have to appear for a child support hearing.
I want custody of my children because I feel that's a much safer environment being with me than with my wife.
The prayer I said this morning was, please God, protect me and my children from the evil that lurks in Matthew. Please bring me home to my children.
Not much happened. I have to pay her $600 and she will allow me no visitation.
When I walked outside the courthouse, I saw my husband with another woman. She is Rhonda, who he's living with.
You lay in the bed with her.
That is not true.
That's not true.
He's slept in the bed with me and my husband.
I've never slept in bed with anybody except my wife.
Stop lying. You're not dying of cancer, Matthew. You're saying about me that my parents are in the Mexican mafia. I did horrible things to my son. I neglect our daughters.
I took them out of a situation. You were drinking every day. You were popping pills, Matthew.
That's not true.
Matthew, I saw you.
Don't believe what he's saying.
I'm going to have so many witnesses that are saying my side, Elizabeth. My parents. Okay?
Yes, your
What they
parents.
saw.
Mentioning about your parents. You told this family that your parents
You know,
are dying.
you know
your
what?
dad died.
I'm cutting tape because I'm done. Because you know what?
That's
something.
not-
You don't even know anything about my parents. They don't even
You know
talk to
what,
you.
Matthew?
They don't
You've
even
been married
talk
to me
you.
for 3 years, and your whole life has been a secret. Why don't you,
know
for
what?
once, to be honest with me?
Why
Tell
don't-
me.
You know what? I'm done. And if you want me off the show, keep doing what you're doing. Because you know what? I'm
You
not
know,
going to be
Matthew, no,
discredited
that's
without
just-
my
I'm not-
attorney.
I'm not
No more
discrediting
talking
you.
about my attorney here. No more.
Well, Randy, you and Rhonda don't dispute that y'all all sleep in the same bed, right?
Only when he's very distraught, just to comfort him, but it's not anything that, nothing like what we're being accused of doing.
No. I don't know what you're being accused of or what you're not, but let me be very clear so nobody misunderstands my position. I don't think you two are sexually involved with him at all. That's not what I am suggesting at all. And let me be very clear to everybody watching. That is not my implication. That's not what I think is going on here. I don't think that's happening at all. I don't know what you think or what you don't think, but I can tell you, I don't think that that's what's going on here at all.
But isn't this about the girls? I have not heard one thing about the girls. You know, Dr. Phil, it's your dance. This is your show.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
know-
Here's what I know. Here's what I know. And listen, you can get as indignant with me as you want to, my friend, but you've come in here and looked me in the eye and lied to me, and you are the father of these girls. You have a responsibility to put their interest ahead of your own. You sat there, I asked you 5 times, did you go to the University of Michigan Medical School?
Does
You
it
said,
matter where I
yes,
went?
I did. Yes, I did. Yes,
Where
I
did you go
did.
to school?
I said, you're lying to me. Have you told these people that you are worth millions of dollars and that you are going to make them beneficiaries of your estate
They are
and preyed upon their
beneficiaries of
good
my
wishes
estate, yeah.
and open their home to you? If that's what you're doing, then
that what it's
shame
about?
on you.
Not shame on me, shame on you.
Shame on you.
Is it about money? Not at all. Some people don't give a about money. Pardon my language.
And me?
You do.
No, Matthew.
Some people do.
Matthew, I lived out of my car with you.
For one day driving to Florida.
I've done the exact same thing what these people have done.
You know what? I'm done with this show. Is that okay?
Okay, listen, if you want to turn tail and run, then turn tail and run. If the questions get hard, you want to run, there's the runway. Take off. Do what you want to do. This is about getting to the truth. This is about getting to the truth. You have been manipulating my staff, and you're not going to manipulate and bully me. If you don't want to be here, take a walk. If you want to deal with this, then deal with it.
Matthew comes across like a loving, caring person, but he really isn't. He's a bum and he'll always be a bum. He's a scam artist. He's a liar.
Matthew trying to take custody of the children, I think it's a joke. He can't even take care of himself.
He's an alcoholic. He's a pill popper. He is not going to take them away from here.
I don't know what you're thinking. He tells you he's got a $10 million house in Boca Raton. You go down there and he says, I forgot the keys, so you sleep in your car. I mean, come on. At some point, I mean, isn't a bell ringing somewhere? I think you need help. I think you need help. You have 2 little children that are depending on you as their biological father. You need to admit that you need help. And open yourself to that and get some help. I will offer to help you. I will try to arrange resources to help you.
I don't need that.
You don't need help. You think you're fine, you don't need help. Are you a liar?
Everybody lies.
Are you a con man?
No.
Matt, come on. You know, one lie covers up another and another and another. You did enroll at Wayne State in 1988 when you were 18 years old, but you didn't go to the medical school there.
That's not true.
While you and I were talking here, my researchers were talking to Wayne State. They said he did register here in 1988 in the undergraduate program, but he never registered in a medical school. Why would they say that, Matt? Jack, what'd you want to say?
Dr. Phil, yesterday when I was putting the cardio cuff on Matt's arm, I asked him what the name of the artery was that was going to be involved, and he didn't know.
How many times do I forget things, Randy? I will drop every case against her. She can have full custody. I'll never see my children again. I'll do that for you. How about that?
You're not going to do anything for me.
That's what I'm going to do, Elizabeth.
That's between you two.
Whatever man you meet can adopt my children. They're no longer mine. How about that? That's what I give you.
Well, I don't think he means that,
You know what?
I
I'll
hope
put
you
it in
don't.
writing.
I hope you don't. Well,
I'll put it in writing.
talk to your lawyer about that, because I think. No, seriously, you don't want to. You have a responsibility to these girls.
No, I don't.
You have
Not
a
anymore.
Yes, you do.
Not anymore.
so you're
Laura and
completely
Avery
honest.
are dead to me. I want nothing to do with them anymore.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I'm done. I'm done. And you are too.
Okay. So did you just say your children are dead to you?
To me, I have nothing to do with them except pay child support.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.